Hey, ever feel like you're doing all the things, posting, emailing, showing up, and still hearing crickets? That's because your funnel's leaking. Today, I'm going to show you the three most common leaks that kill sales. But first, let's just really define what a funnel is in marketing so that we really know what we're talking about. If you haven't met me yet, I'm Lisa, conversion copywriter and founder of 2i Copy, and I help entrepreneurs make their messaging simple, memorable, and fun to read. So, a funnel in marketing speak is really sort of a visual representation of your ideal client's journey through your entire sales process. And if you think of like a funnel that you pour liquid into, right, it has a wide opening at the top and then it narrows and gets very narrow at the bottom so that it can fit into the opening for the thing that you're trying to fill. And there's a few ways that folks describe these stages within the funnel. There's the tofu, mofu, bofu model, which is top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. And for the most part, it really just helps to think of the funnel in three parts. There are more advanced funnels where they have more maybe five parts. But all we really need to think about is this three-stage funnel: top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Top of the funnel is, the widest part where people are swimming around in this ocean, oblivious to who you are and what you sell. And then they sort of find that opening and they come in. The middle of the funnel is where they're getting to know you better, you're nurturing them, that you're building authority and credibility with them. And then the bottom of the funnel is where they start to actually trust you and buy. So you can think of it in tofu, mofu, bofu terms, which is fun and it's easy to remember. You can also think of it in terms of attract, engage, convert. You attract people at the top, you engage with them in the middle, and you convert them into paying clients at the bottom. There's also a third analogy that's kind of fun. Like think of it like the dating scene, right? You go on a first date with somebody, you get to know them, and then you maybe make a proposal, whether that's to just go steady or, a marriage proposal, whatever. Business, romance, that kind of thing. So you attract them first, you make them aware of who you are, you bring them into your ecosystem, you engage with them, and then you convert them. That's really all it is. That is a sales funnel, and everything in your ecosystem is part of that funnel. So that's everything from your social media bio, your taglines, your about section, your web page, your landing page, your opt-in page, your email form, your newsletter subscription, your lead magnet, the emails that you send, whoops, oh shit, I just knocked my drink all over the desk. All of those things are part of your sales funnel, your ecosystem. And so you need to be strategic about how they all work together. I gotta clean this up. One sec. So let's get into the three leaks that are the most common ways for people to fall out of your funnel. Once you get them in, you want to keep them in. You want to keep pushing them through to that little tiny opening where they buy from you, right? Um, it sounds kind of gross, but it's not really. It's a natural. You want to inspire them to keep moving through your funnel. Let's use that language. So the first leak is really confusing or unclear messaging. Let's say somebody enters your funnel from a social media post that you made, and you're trying to direct them to your website to explore your services. If they then get there and they have no idea what you're selling, or there's a disconnect between what they read in your social post and what they're seeing on this sales page, they're going to bounce, right? Confusion repels people. Clarity sells, confusion repels. Write that down, keep that in mind. So you've got to be really, really clear about what you're selling, what you're offering, and all your messaging needs to match from one stage of the funnel to the next, from one dot to the next. So that's leak number one: confusing or unclear messaging. The second one is if you have no nurture sequence. So let's say somebody comes into your funnel, maybe they sign up for your lead magnet, maybe it's a downloadable on something phenomenal, and then they take it and they're off and running and they never hear from you again. They go cold. That's a leak in your funnel. That's a massive missed opportunity, not following up with these people and helping them get a little further into your funnel, helping them, providing solutions to their problems, staying top of mind rather than just releasing them back into the wild. Leak number three is, weak calls to action, or CTAs. This means that people, come into your funnel and they download your lead magnet, but then they don't know what to do next. So, for example, if you give them that freebie, that 3-tip sheet to solve some problem, right? And then you don't tell them, hey, now go do this, join my community, or book a call, or go find this next resource, right? If you don't do one of those things, then they're never going to take the next step because they don't know what that is. You have to be super, super clear with people about what you want to do, what you want them to do next so that they do it, right? It's the same thing as with that whole confusing, unclear messaging. If people aren't clear on what to do, they're not going to do anything. And they're definitely not telepathic. They're not going to do what you think or what you want them to do, right? So you have to be really clear, and your calls to action have to be direct and simple and succinct. There you go. So go take a look at your funnel. Map out all the parts. That's always a really good place to start. Map out all the parts of your funnel and then see if you can identify where those leaky spots are. And if you want help fixing them, hit that subscribe button and follow along for more tips and tricks in this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!